videos about how I was starting the curly girl method. So those will be up like hopefully soon. I just want to do a video. Um, I don't want to edit it because my phone doesn't have room in it. So I'm like, oh, I can't really see it. I did my first curly girl method wash. I'm gonna just say a CG wash, um, and it looked crazy because I was kind of rushed. I'm like, hey, I'll just rush this method. I have no idea how to do anything with it. And at a meeting, so I looked like a crazy person. But I'm on Tuesday, Thursday, day 3 of my hair, and I absolutely love it. Um, I like my hair in ponytails a lot. I don't really like my hair down. But like I wake up, I just do the thing like the pineapple thing on the top. But crazy, my hair's everywhere. In the morning, all I do is just shake it and I spray it with like a detangler, which is just water mixed together in a spray bottle. I spray it. I do use a little bit of dry shampoo just to lift it up again. And then my front, I totally cheat. I use my curling wand, kind of just give it some shape to it because my bangs are insane. So one of these days when they're longer, I won't have to do that. But right now, that's just what I have to do. Anyways, it's been really nice. So when I have it in ponytails, it's like nice and full. It's great. It's really great. I really like it a lot. Can't wait till like my process gets better and everything. I did another video on that. Anyways, I'm using a whole bunch of different products I'm really excited about. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about my curly hair today. Today I'm talking about MS and Trucker Life. Trucker Wife Life. Trucker Life. Yeah, Trucker Wife Life. The first thing is my MS. This is my Ty Sabri week. I have my activities days. I'm part of the LDS Church, and Church of Jesus Christ of Latter Day Saints. One of the leaders of the Latter Day of the Activity Days girls, which is ages from 8 to 11, and we have 2 activities a month. And all the other women are completely burned out. I don't blame them because it's a hard job. And they've been doing it for, years. And so I'm like, I'll take over and I'll be Superwoman. I'm not Superwoman. I'm a crazy person. Anyways, we did this amazing activity. Everything went great. And then I could tell my body. I could tell it's Ty Sabri week, which is my week that I need to get my second dose, my monthly dose, because my speech is slurred and I'm like everywhere and I get really emotional and I get stressed out really easy. And I was really excited because to like lower my arm down a little bit. I was really excited because they're going to put me on this new, and I forgot the name of it already. It starts with an O. Is it every 6 month infusion versus every month like Ty Sabri, which Ty Sabri is wonderful and I love it. I'm just over it. I have to get a JC virus test every 6 months, which is usually fine. But for some reason, the lab techs down here don't know how to do their job and nothing gets submitted or they think they can't do it. And they failed me 3 separate times in like less than 2 months, which this affects my life. It's kind of a big deal. And so I'm like, I talked to my nurse and she's wonderful. Her name is Erica and she's phenomenal. And I go to Dr. Langford in Provo, Utah, and wonderful, wonderful. He has amazing staff, great PA that I also see. Anyways, so I'm like, let's just switch to this other one that's every 6 months to reduce this frustration of mine. So we decided to do it last month. And so last month was supposed to be my last Ty Sabri month. And they did when I had Ty Sabri, they took some blood for a hep panel, which is hepatitis panel, to make sure I don't have hepatitis. The check anyways, which is fine. And the lab techs here in where I live were supposed to run it and send the results. Nothing got freaking done. So, needless to say, I'm kind of pissed. Because I was supposed to start this. And now I have to wait another month. And I'm so frustrated. And so they did another JC virus test today. And so hopefully get the results quickly, probably either tomorrow or Monday. And then I can get my Ty Sabri for this month. I really, really need it. I feel my legs giving up on me because I've had these Yesterday was activity day, and it was crazy and fun, but so physically draining and exhausting. And if you have an autoimmune disorder like MS or anything that just is so sensitive to everything, it kills you. Like you feel like you were walking dead. And some days I can push through it, other days I can't. Some days you have no choice to push through it. And the last 2 days I've had no choice, which is fine. And so me and my mom, who's my angel, she took me up to Utah counties. I can't drive. Plus, I despise driving up there. It's so busy and crazy, and people are insane. It's gotten so big, and I'm such a country bumpkin now. I just don't want anything to do with like big cities and anything over like 2,000 people. Like I panic because the roads are chaotic and insane, and it's uncomfortable, and just people and cars and erratic driving and not using your blinker and basic common decency. It just doesn't exist anymore, and it's so frustrating. And anyway, so I'm just really, really frustrated. Um, I'm just really frustrated. I really would just want to like move on with my life. I mean, like I'm a human and I want to like function. I mean, I used to work like 80 hours a week, before I got sick. And so even though I'm not working, despite me wanting to, I still have things I need to get done. I have 3 dogs I take care of, and I have 28 girls that I help within our church, and which is a lot of girls. And like tomorrow, I have to go and deliver a whole bunch of stuff throughout town, which is fine. It's part of my job, and I love it. And I just want to make sure the girls know that they are loved and welcomed, and I don't know. It's just frustrating. And then anyway, so just this was a really frustrating day. I was hoping I was gonna have the end of the day be awesome and exciting for this new thing and to help me so life doesn't have to be so difficult for me. But nope, not gonna happen. Let's just make it harder for me. Oh well, there's worse things, and I know that. Um, right now I'm laying down on my couch. I'm laying back, and my doggies are um, chilling. So this is Alex and Leonard or Oliver outside. Someone's in the crate. I don't know which one. By the way, if you see a mattress here, I use this as my baby gate for a little bit, but I have my old crate. It was like a baby pin or dog pin that we used to use when we had Olive when she was little. And I use that now, and I just haven't had the energy to move my mattresses into the spare bedroom. So one of these days I'll get to it, and then I won't have a mattress in my front room anymore because it looks dumb, and I know that. Oh well. I have to like clear out a hallway, and it's just a huge mess, and it's not a big deal because no one comes here, and so it is what it is. Anyway, so then on top of that, my husband's truck died today, and that's frustrating. For those of you who don't know, my husband is an over the road trucker, and his company is wonderful. Like they're really great. They do have good trucks, but it's just part of the industry where trucks break down. And he had one truck that was breaking on a weekly, and that affects our income. And that's like the last thing I need or anyone needs is their income affected, especially where ours is so limited. When we got into this industry, we were thinking, we're gonna make bank. No, that's if you own your own truck. Or if you are gone for weeks and weeks at a time, you have a lot of experience, and obviously, like any job, excuse me, if you have any job, then the more experience you have, the more you get paid. And he's only been driving for a year, and so his pay is good, but it's not like phenomenal. And so whenever there's a break or an issue, it makes such a massive difference. We're literally living paycheck to paycheck, and sometimes barely even that. But it's just Shrek or Wife Life, dude. Seriously. Um, I don't know. Like, and luckily they're bringing him down a truck, and he's in Grand Junction right now. He's been stuck there for 10 hours doing nothing, and he's frustrated. But he's so good. Like, he's so positive about things. Not always, but like when it's really important, he's good at staying positive. And yesterday, well, no, earlier today when he told me about it this morning, I was like, I was so mad. I was like screaming and like cursing people and like swearing in my mom's house. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so mad. I'm like, how are you not being mad at this? Why aren't you irate? He's like, because I know you take care of the anger for me. I'm like, okay, you know me too well. I'm very passionate. That's why I like to call myself. I call myself passionate, um, or crazy, one of the two, whatever you decide you want to call me that day. Plus, I don't have my chill. So if you don't know about MS and emotions, it makes your emotions run high. You get really more get a lot more sensitive to things, and where I have bipolar anyways, and I've always been kind of a high strung person, it just when I don't have my medications in me, it just screws me over, and it makes it difficult for everyone else around me. I get moody and testy and really on edge. In fact, me and my mom, we went to a coin store today to look at a really cool coin that she has. And I'm such a horrible person. I laugh and I laugh really inappropriately. So this poor guy hit the back of this woman's car. Luckily, there's no damage. We were walking on the corner, going around the corner, and they hit on the corner, and I started laughing so hard. I'm like, why am I laughing? And then I started like crying, and I was like holding back from crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, you are crazy. But I remember like, you're not crazy. You have multiple sclerosis, something that is horrible and awful, and then you don't have your medication. They screw things up. You've had a really rough day, and you're mentally and emotionally and physically drained, you're fine, but I'm still laughing at these people, and I wasn't really laughing at them. I was just it scared me, and so like when I get startled, I start laughing. It's just I'm the worst. And I know that. I'm the worst. Anyways, like I feel like a psychopath sometimes. Like when I don't have my Thai sabri in me or whatever my O word is. For a long time, it took me a long time to learn how to pronounce or remember Thai sabri. I found out um, 2 years ago when I found out I was going to be on Thai sabri. I found out that it basically immediately aborts any pregnancies. And that was really devastating for me because I've had so many miscarriages and I was still hoping to have a child. And then I realized, I'm like, wow, if I'm on this, then there's just no chance of it. And so it was really devastating. So I kept calling it the baby killing medicine. That's like the worst thing to say ever, but it was quite traumatic at the time. And I just deal with things really weird. I'm a really strange person. Anyways, hence the reason I'm on here. I'm kind of odd. Anyway, so this new stuff I'll call O. I can't remember how you pronounce it. I kept saying Oculus. That's not even freaking close at all. One good news today, though, I got home and let the dogs go out, and they didn't poop or pee in the crate, and they've been in the crate all day, which breaks my heart, but I really don't have any other choice. And all I know is they're safe, and they're not getting into things that could hurt them, and they were happy. I got them out of the crate, and I fed them, and they went and played and run, and now they're zonked out. Well, Alice is snoring, but Leonard's probably sleeping in the crate. Olive's wandering around like she's some kind of guard dog, even though she's just a big baby. But one good news is that's the other good news. That's the first good news. House was intact. Dogs are fine and they're happy and safe. And second good news is I had one um refill left in my me pod. I was already halfway gone and I was panicking because I ordered one. I'm like, crap, what am I gonna do? Because I need to have my nicotine still. Um, I've had a cigarette for 3 months. I'm really proud of myself with that. And we did the math. I've been smoking for 9 years, and that added up to 6,000, say 2 packs a week, which was average sometimes it was 1 pack a week, sometimes it was three. So I did an average of 2 a week for 9 years at $6,552 or somewhere around that, pretty close to that. Like, oh my gosh, that's so much money I've wasted, and on something that me, and and then I got the Me Pod, and it's been wonderful with the salt mix stuff. I got it through SmokingVapor.com for my Me Pod and my first bottle of juice, and it was like 30 milliliters. It was a 50 milligram nicotine, which is really high for me, but it is what it is. It was like $50, $49, which is a lot of money, but I've spent way more on less, obviously. Um, so I'm like, you know what, $50, that's a good investment to my health. I can't cold turkey. I've tried and it doesn't work. And I just turn into a raging bitch. And that's the best way I could describe it. Sorry, Ma. But, I don't know. Anyways, so this has helped a lot. And then I was just about, like I said, I only had one refill left on my thing. And so I ordered another bottle. And I was like, crap, I don't want to spend the money. My husband, like, how much money have you saved? I'm like, a lot. He's like, okay, then do it. Just order it. And it's only $17 plus $6 for tax. So whatever that math is. So it's like 20 something dollars for a tube, but that lasts me for 3 months. So I think that's pretty stinking good. So 3 months for me, so 2 packs a week is like $210. It's pretty freaking awesome. So I'm happy about that. So I ordered my new one and it was on my door today. I wasn't thinking I was going to get it till next week. I got the spearmint. I love salts. And it's a salt nick. And I like the salt nick a lot. I think I've talked about before. And I got the 25 milligram versus the 50, and then they have a 6 and a 3, but the next one, depending on how I'm doing, I either get the 6 or the 3, and then they have a no nicotine one. I really like how the salt nick is, where it doesn't hurt my lungs, um, which is stupid, and it doesn't make me nauseous. I get really sensitive to smells and stuff, so anyways, it's helped a lot. But, so that's good things out of a really crappy day. Oh, 3 good things. My mom is amazing, and she took me out for Thai food. I needed Thai food, and I got yellow curry, and it was so good, and I have leftovers. I just am too lazy to get up and go get it. I'm just relaxing first before I go get it. Anyways, so, 4 good things. I had my best friend with me, my mom. 5 good things. I saw my other best friend, my best friend since I was 3. I saw her today for a couple minutes. So that was really good. But anyways, so yeah, a lot of things today. And that's just crappy. Hope you don't have it, and I hope you don't get it. Being a trucker wife is stressful. It'll all get out. The good part is they're bringing him a truck right now, and so I might see him tomorrow. I might see him Saturday. Either way, I'll get to see him this week. He had enough hours to cover bills. That's all that really matters. And the fact that he's safe. Obviously, that's a no-brainer one. Anyways, so I hope you guys have had I hope you have all had a really good day. And I hope whatever you're going through, you have some kind of release or break or someone you can talk to. And just remember, everything it is what it is. And it'll be okay. You just have to breathe through it. If that means you have a cigarette, that's fine. If that means that you are doing something that's not avoiding something that harms you, that's even better. Obviously, I don't promote drug use, so don't use that or alcohol as a fixer of your issues. Hopefully you have healthier ones, and if you don't, it's always good to try and find better ones. And I hope you have a support system. If you don't, go find one. There's some everywhere, even if it's just online. Just do it. I promise you, it's worth it. And if you're a trucker wife, I'm sorry, your life is hard and it sucks, and I have no advice for you. I just don't have a good support system. That's the best I could say. And if you don't have one, message me. I would love to help you. No problem with that at all. I say trucker wives unite. And if you're someone who struggles with PCOS and you have gained weight from it, oh, freaking brain explosion today. I found out that metformin, some reason I've been avoiding it because I heard there's a lot of terrible side effects of it. Metformin helps you lose weight. It helps because if you have PCOS, you have insulin resistance, and that's why you gain a ton of weight. So I've gained a ton of weight from my PCOS and my miscarriages. Comes to find out, metformin helps get rid of that issue. Like, obviously, it doesn't fix everything, but it helps you lose weight. So tomorrow, I'm getting metformin. I'm so excited. So excited. Anyways, I'm excited about that. Anyways, if you have PCOS and you've had miscarriages, I'm sorry, it sucks, but eventually we'll have a child of some sort, whether it's through adoption, surrogacy, just be a really awesome aunt to your nephews, your nieces, or your friends' kids, or foster care. There's so many solutions to have children in your life, one way or another. I'm going to do foster care. I would love to have a child naturally, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. Maybe sometime in the future. That'd be really wonderful. But I'm to the point, though, where any child would be great because I love kids and I miss them. I love being a mom. I'm not going to cry. See, I'm emotional. I am so emotional right now, and it's so frustrating and aggravating and stupid. The thing is, I know it's not stupid. It's just life, and it's real, and it is what it is. Anyways, here's Olive. Oh, thank you. Did you see Mommy's dad? Did you see? Hi. Okay, chill out. I know. You're so lovey. You are so lovey. I know. You just love so much. Okay, now I'm growling. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great night. Up. They're so pretty here. They're so pretty. Okay, bye.